Hey everybody, Rich here from RW Hobbies. Welcome back to my latest installment of new kit releases as of July 11th, 2023. Now, as I mentioned a few months ago, I am doing this bi-monthly through the summer just because there's not a ton of new releases. It's pretty quiet, so I was struggling to get 20 slides each month. But saying that, there's been quite a few new ones since we last spoke, and I got some exciting new kit releases to share with you guys today. As always, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps my channel out and helps me grow and produce more of this content which I'm showing you today. So without further ado, let's get started. And the first one is a Tallery 48 scale EA 18G Growler. Another one, I mean there's a ton of 48 scale Super Hornets and Growlers out recently from various manufacturers. But this one caught my eye. 3 different versions. You can see one there on the box art, and this one here, the 100th anniversary, looks pretty nice on the 6th Squadron for the Australian one right here. Moving along, staying the same manufacturer, 72nd scale Jaguar T2 RAF Trainer. And some interesting markings there. You got 6th Squadron, 16th Squadron, and you got the RAF Aerosystems Engineer and Management Training School at Cosford, should I say. Next up, again, Tallery, 32nd scale, Fulgori. I think this has been quite hyped up right now, all over the internet, and it should be out pretty soon if it hasn't already, I believe. 32nd scale. This one really caught my attention. I believe it's 35th scale. I think it is. I've zoomed in. It's hard to read, and I've tried to study this one. And my understanding is, you see the bottom left there. That's what you're getting. You're getting the base, the whole diorama. You're getting the aircraft kind of carrier base with the bridge, and you're getting the aircraft there, which I believe is a Kate. Which again, small print, it's hard to read. So you're getting, I believe it's 35th scale. Border Models, doing a lot recently in 35th scale. The German, they just brought out the FW190, and now we got the Kate, I believe, the Japanese on there, the Japanese aircraft. So yeah, so how cool. So it looks like you get a lighting kit also. Looks like you get this complete bridge. Should include transparent portholes, lighting components, and a complete flight deck and hollowed out arresting gear holes. So that whole little area is going to light up. You got the aircraft there, and you got the whole diorama. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of World War II Japanese stuff, but this might be one for me. And you can see there again on the right picture, you see some internal detail on the aircraft, and it just looks really cool. I mean, if they're going to go down this route of bringing these little diorama bases out, I think it's very awesome. And of course, they recently did the 35th scale U-boat diorama and figures as well. So looks really promising. I'm excited. I don't have a release date on this one, but this caught my eye, and it just looks really interesting and something very different to what we normally see in the modeling world. Moving along, another very interesting aircraft, Special Hobby, 72nd scale Saab JA21R. Just look at that, just really cool looking, interesting subject. Special Hobby, 48 scale, the Cobra. This one's a US and Turkish Army service. Mirage F1 EQED, again 72nd scale by Special Hobby. And again, you can see there some interesting air forces. I can't quite see my glasses on, but I think it looks like we have some various Middle Eastern air forces on there. Hobby 2000, bringing out a couple of new releases. The B-29 at the bottom there. Most importantly, though, for me, the Washington B-1. The RAF apparently had a few of these after the war, and they call it the Washington. Big aircraft, even in 72nd scale. I think it's a couple of foot in terms of wingspan. And this is basically just a repop of the Academy B-29 kit, which is quite nice, I believe. And being Hobby 2000, they throw in a mast set for the canopy, which is pretty much essential for me. And some interesting markings. But yeah, the kind of like the black like night camo at the bottom of the Washington version is definitely very unique and appealing to me. I didn't include it on this slide deck, but Hobby 2000 also releasing a 72nd scale Catalina as well, which I think is the Academy kit. But go ahead, check out the Facebook page and website, and you'll be able to. I think if you go on eBay, even you actually can order some of these right now from a vendor in Poland, I think. Into armor section, a 72nd scale again, trumpeter, It's basically Russian, tank hauler there. We've got the Maz 537G late tractor and the 5247G trailer. Doesn't come with a tank, but there's plenty of 72nd scale armor you can put on the back of this guy. Border models bring out whole new more releases. We just talked about the aircraft carrier diorama earlier. Now we have the same scale, 35th scale. We've got the Panzerkampf 470A mid right there. Then this one looks really cool and interesting too. This is again Border Models 35th scale. This is a Flak Panzer 4. Border model again, Leopard 2A6, Ukraine markings. And we'll see a little bit of the theme here because this is Border model. And we have rifle model, Leopard 2A. I put 5 on there, that's a typo, it should be 2A6. It's a typo on the slide deck. So we have the Border model, or you can have the rifle model, both in Ukrainian limited edition markings. This rifle one is. And you can see there it has 200 plus pieces of explosive reactive armor to put on as well, so I'm sure that will keep you busy. Musing hobby, 35th scale, Abrams X, cool, futuristic, next gen tank there. It caught my eye, very interesting looking, and would be very interesting to add to your collection, I'm sure. Don't have a release date yet. Musing hobby, I recently built the shot cow. That's basically the Israeli Centurion kit, and I was very impressed with it. It's a nice, really nice model. Very well detailed. This is really cool. Gecko models, 35th scale. You got there the Vietnam era shuttle, 60s, 70s Vietnam War era Saigon shuttle tricar with figures. So not only are you getting the tricar, but you're getting the driver and you get all the passenger figures as well. So that's really awesome for a diorama. And then below it, they've also released the 8-foot storage container set as well. Again, it's great to make a diorama. 24th scale Tallery Opel Blitz Classic. 24th scale, not 35th, so I highlight this one's a little bit different. A couple of different schemes on this one. Here's a classic car back in the day. The D models releasing a 24th scale Toyota Celica GT4 ST205. So yeah, Celica or Celica, depending which part of the world you're in. Iconic car, those especially those who play Sega Rally, for sure. D models recently released some other kits. I think it's the Sierra Cosworth, possibly. I'm not a big car guy into D models, but apparently that build up really nice, a great kit, and this one should be pretty nice also. And you can see it includes photo etch and night race parts are included. Moving on to round 2, they bring out Green Hornet Black Beauty. So as you can see there, looks like you get the car and a couple of figures. AMT 25th scale 1934 Ford 5-window. I put as a typo again, a coupe street rod. And it features a few things there. You got the 50 Mercury chrome wheels, and have a couple of things, chrome grille on the engine there. Yeah, again that's a typo, it's coupe, but Ford 5-window coupe street rod. And finally, to round it up for this month, Aoshima 24 scale Back to the Future DeLorean. This won't be released till 2024, but just looking at that CAD there, I think this might be taken from the recent modeling show over in Japan there. It looks really well detailed. I'm sure it'll be a great build. Yeah, you can't beat a DeLorean. So that's it. Fast and Furious, wrap through there the 20. I'll be back in a couple of months, or maybe, who knows, maybe even a month if there's more releases. So quite a lot of new releases. There's quite a few I didn't even include this month. But yeah, as always, include 20, which caught my eye. Hopefully you found it interesting. Have a great summer, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.